So good morning, Admiral Lamba, Vice Admiral Wijayatone, and other distinguished guests or delegations from many navies and international organizations, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rear Admiral Sakai, Director General of Operations and Plans Department, Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. This is my great opportunity to be here, and I deeply appreciate the Sri Lankan Navy for giving me this wonderful opportunity to address you following the comprehensive presentation made by Rear Admiral Wang Dazan. I think you are so lucky today because you can see both delegations from the PLA Navy and Japan Maritime Force sitting together with the same table. So please don't miss this precious chance to take photos, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, please don't misunderstand. As responsible navies, we can go along with each other. And I'm sure we will, and we should do so to further promote strategic maritime partnership in this region. And I think we can absolutely agree on this issue. So let me begin my presentation. Next, please. The sea is common to all. Hugo Grotius, the father of the international law, advocated these words about 400 years ago. We have built the maritime regimes based on the rule of law over the history of humankind. Today, we face various challenges such as piracy, illegal fishing, and smuggling. To address these challenges, it is vital for us to foster strategic maritime partnership, which is the main theme of this Gold Dialogue. Then, how do we foster our strategic maritime partnership? I believe comprehensive capacity building assistance will be one of the keys as it contributes building a mutual network for deterrence and engagement against the current maritime security challenges. Next, please. The international community established maritime regimes using norms and laws to bring safety and stability into the anarchical maritime domain. Robert Owen Cohen and Joseph Samuel Nye Jr. classified the maritime regimes from the 1920s to 1970s into three periods. The first period was traditional maritime regime that consisted of 3 nautical miles of narrow territorial waters and broad and free international waters. The second period was from post-World War II to the 1960s. Maritime nations focused on their coastal interests. The third period was the late 1960s and beyond. The United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea was ratified in the United Nations. Consequently, the current UNCLOS assures the maritime regimes, and it is based on the rule of law. Next, please. Now, the maritime regimes are being challenged by non-state actors. Maritime piracy in Southeast Asia has been on the rise since 2010. 200 incidents were reported in 2015. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing is also carried out by non-state actors. This is a significant issue for island nations, which mainly consume seafood as staple of their diet. Moreover, transnational organized crime and terrorism can negatively influence regional security by smuggling weapons, ammunition, and drugs. These challenges occur across borders and progress simultaneously. It is difficult for any single nation to address this threat alone. Developing practical mutual networks for deterrence and engagement enables us to rapidly address incidents through international cooperation. Within 193 member states of the United Nations, 31 nations have only a navy. 58 nations have only a coast guard, and 73 nations have both of them. While some nations may have the necessary asset to control their jurisdiction, other nations do not. They need more capability, especially in East and Southeast Asia. As for the navies, there is a large gap in size and capability from small navies operating patrol boats and frigates to big navies operating carriers and submarines. To fill this gap, it is necessary to assist other nations in capacity building and developing a mutual network for deterrence and engagement. Capacity building should be comprehensively conducted with the following four perspectives. First, we need to assist with hardware that provides maritime defense capability. It is important to assist with providing not only equipment, ships, and aircraft, but also infrastructure such as ports and airports to use defense equipment. The second point is software support. Following hardware support, we need to continue with software support to develop operations and maintenance capability through education and training. Third point is developing each nation's own effort for long-term assistance to develop both hardware and software capability. Assisting nations should ensure long-term assistance within their budget and manpower. We understand budget and manpower are not limitless. To ensure long-term assistance, developing countries should clearly define requirements and combine assistance with its own effort to build capability efficiently. The last point is the trust among nations. Establishing a trusting relationship between assisting and developing a nation is essential to continued assistance. Therefore, we need to assist the nations in capacity building with ensuring greater transparency. Japan sets our national defense program outlines every 5 years. The current guideline articulates that Japan will promote capacity building assistance in full coordination with foreign policy initiatives such as Official Development Assistance or ODA, thereby expanding the range of countries receiving capacity building assistance. Japan has engaged in comprehensive capacity building assistance under this policy. ODA is under the jurisdiction of Ministry of Foreign Affairs. For instance, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs assists Sri Lanka by providing a dredging ship, 2 Coast Guard cutters, and social and economic infrastructure. I'd like to overview the engagement carried out by Japan's Ministry of Defense. JMSDF training aircraft, TC-90s, are being transferred to the Philippine Navy to enhance their maritime domain awareness capability. The JMSDF has also provided knowledge-oriented assistance for TC-90 pilot instruction for the Philippine Navy. Additionally, we conduct seminars on diesel engine maintenance capacity building to the Philippine Navy. In the medical field, we organize seminars on submarine medicine in Vietnam and Myanmar. We contribute to establishing a mutual network for capacity building, deterrence, and engagement. We do this by conducting bilateral and multilateral exercises with various countries in the Indo-Pacific region. Under Japan's policy of proactive contribution to peace, our Ministry of Defense and the JMSDF continue to conduct comprehensive capacity building assistance, making every effort to maintain the maritime regime based on the rule of law. So thank you very much.